uh, it is nasty here. I don't know where it's at, where you guys are at. Comment down below and let me know. But it has been raining here all day, and it keeps raining harder and harder and harder, and has not gave up at all. So I don't know what's going on. I have been traveling all over like a fool. You guys follow Clint's. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night. Clint Let's Dig 18 is two different people, not the same guy. Clint and Let's Dig 18, Clint CNC Equipment, and myself and Let's Dig 18, down in Florida at the auctions. Jeff Martin, Yoder and Fry, and Ritchie Brothers. That was the other one. I can't let the cat out of the bag what I bought, but you guys will see soon enough for sure. But yeah, it's been crazy. Had an awesome meet and greet down there, man. The guys at Jeff Martin welcomed us with open arms. Met a lot of people in Florida, absolutely awesome. Drove up to the National Farm Machinery Show and met even some more awesome people up there, which was awesome. So thank you guys all for coming out. So did I make it to the indoor tractor pulls, Chad? Not this year. I've been to them before, but it wasn't on the cards to make it this year, so that didn't quite happen. Mike, did you plan to have the heart cut out for Valentine's Day? That was not the plan, but it worked out pretty well. It worked out pretty well, didn't it? The Avenger Joe, your biggest fan from West Virginia. Thank you guys, man. We met so many awesome fans. D-Man made it to a live. Awesome, welcome. Yeah, so I seen somebody, I think it was it Brian? Yeah, Brian. So this is what we're talking about, guys. If you haven't seen him yet, we have got one of the shiny belts. Is it backwards for you guys right there? Check that out. Local or Locks New York. Thank you. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Hyundai and Triple Crown Products and everybody else, they put on this awesome event to promote the trades called National Equipment League. The final episode of season 2 just come out. I'm going to link the, thanks guys, but I'm going to link the playlist down below. This last episode, last season was awesome. We had Andrew, Camarada, Chris Let's Dig 18, a young lady from Washington, Brenna was her name, awesome operator. Brandon, Dirt Grain and Steel, and Brian with Diesel and Iron. 6 of us, and I used some of the knowledge from the last one. Walt K, thank you, man. You guys don't have to do that, but it is definitely much appreciated. So if you guys haven't checked out these videos, Bill and his team do an absolutely amazing job editing these things. I got a link there in the chat. John, thank you. Got a link there in the chat if you guys want to go over and check that out. It's awesome, man. We had so much fun filming these things, and yeah, it's just really cool. So yeah, the weather is absolute crap here. Old McDonald has a car. Did you get the heart painted? Oh my goodness, you guys are gonna have to wait and see. I will tell you this, Aaron took it upon himself to paint the heart. So you can only imagine what that's probably going to look like. Jason High from New Hampshire. Yeah, sorry, that's what the camera does for it. Everything's backwards. So, Jamie and Amanda, good job. You're my favorite YouTuber, man. Thank you. That means a lot. I really do appreciate that. 22 Fahrenheit and snowing. Ugh. I got a feeling that's coming our way. They're perfect from Georgia, PA. Follow your session. What's up, Richard? Thank you, man. I'm losing my voice between all the talking we did, between all the talking I did in Florida, all the talking I did at the Farm Machinery Show, and we got a heck of a storm going on. So if everything goes dark, just bear with me. I'll go fire the generator up and we'll keep on going. Did he paint the heart? I gotta let it, I don't know. I can't let the cat out of the bag on that one. So anyways, yeah. But yeah, back to the National Equipment League, guys, man. this is such an awesome event, and we need you guys to support it, because if we can get this thing going, there's going to be so many opportunities for you guys to get involved. There's big hopes, there's big dreams for this thing, and it's just an awesome way to promote the trades, promote the industry, promote the talent. I was just the lucky guy that won it this time, but I know there's better operators out there than me, and this thing is designed to find those guys. So I'll post the link down there below again. If you guys get a chance, get over there and check it out. That link is actually to the playlist, so you guys can watch season 1 and season 2. But I am going to let the cat out of the bag because I'm proud of this thing. I know it's backwards on camera, but check that out. Check that out. That's like a legit belt, people. Like, this thing weighs, it's legit. And it's mine. So, but yeah, man, it is awesome. Huge thanks to Hyundai Triple Crown Products. I think Blue Diamond had an attachment in there. That's a little pincher claws with things we used. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. You guys, okay, so comment down below. Have you guys watched the episode? We need to work on a Pepsi sponsorship. That's the one sponsorship I haven't got. Not big on sponsorships, but I'm working on that one. So if you guys watched the episodes, like which episode was your favorite? And what would you like to see in the next season? Let me know. Sam, TriStar Digging, what's up? Thought you lost the new kid? Nope, still got him. The last one. So one thing I really liked, I'm going to go off a tangent here. One thing I really liked, that if Bill's watching, he's probably going to get mad at me. And I need you guys to comment down below and let me know. One thing I really liked about this season was the split scoring. So it kind of rewarded patience and skill and speed. So you had to kind of find the happy medium before both. I thought that really added a really cool element to the whole thing. We did split scoring on 2 different events, the truck loading and the other one. So Captain Jim, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. So Randy Whelan, yep, that's what everybody says. It never competes. That's pretty normal. Bring Officer Hoover back into the show. Man, if Officer Hoover lived closer, he's going to get back involved in the show. We're still good friends, talking to him all the time. So start on 20-year-old equipment. I might have an advantage when we start on the older equipment, to be honest with you. See us guessing the tonnage in the bucket. That would be more interesting. More electrical work with Jenna. I don't know if our marriage can handle that. That was pretty touch and go there for a bit. Has the tile plow been named yet? Not officially. Not officially. So, have you talked about the cutting table? Not much in this one yet, just the heart. So, how's Jerry? Jay asked, how's Jerry? Jerry's doing good, man. He's I talked to him a few times this winter. Haven't seen him since before Christmas, but he's doing good. Doing a little bit of traveling. Jerry's doing good for sure. So, get their cutter going yet? Old school. So there is a lot more videos. There's a lot more videos coming with the cutter. And that video you guys seen today was like a hodgepodge of a week all thrown together. Actually, it may be longer than that because I was waiting on parts to come in. But as the episodes start coming, I think everything will kind of start making more sense. And long story short, it's not officially done. I'm still working on getting my torch height control going, but it's working. We got it rigged up and working good enough. We've been using it pretty much every day for the last 2 months. So yes, it's not really anybody's fault about what happened. The guy I got it from, Justin, his shop's a 3-phase shop. He actually wired it into a 3-phase plug, but he didn't unhook it. He was only using 2 phases. The electrician I come to look at it, which is an electrical engineer for a big factory, he looked it all over, and it was just a whole big thing. But anyways, yeah, we got it working. It's working. Hypotherm reached out to me. That's still a little bit of touch and go to see what's going to happen. You guys, I guess you guys really went to bat on poor old Hypotherm. Yeah, they did reach out to me, and I had a good conversation with them, see what happens there. Got the torch, that's the main thing. But yeah, Clint said I've been on a tractor. Clint let the cat out of the bag. Huh? All right, so I'll tell you guys this. You're probably going to be a little bit disappointed about what I bought from Florida Auctions. Probably going to be a little bit disappointed about what I got in the Florida Auctions, but I usually don't do this. I usually don't do this to you guys, but I'm feeling pretty good about it, so I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I had two unbelievably awesome good meetings in Louisville at the National Farm Machinery Show. I am confident one of those two will come through, and it don't matter which one of the two they are, you guys are going to enjoy the hell out of them. And it's better than anything I could have bought at the auction. It's going to be bad. I can't say that other word because I don't want to, but yeah, you guys get the point. It's going to be awesome. So hopefully we got a 50-50 shot of awesomeness on the channel this year. And we got some other stuff in the works as always. It's going to be a good year, guys. It's going to be an absolutely good year. I mean, how can it not be a good year when you start the year off with a belt from the National Equipment League? That is, I'm going to post a link to that down below just so you guys will have it. What happened to the General? I'm assuming you're talking about Lieutenant Dan. It's still tucked away. When will we see it? Chris H., I'll be honest with you, it's probably going to be Mayish. It's probably going to be Mayish before that stuff makes it to the channel because we still got some details to work out on my end. I still got to get the stuff here, and then we got to get it filmed, and it's a whole big thing. So, have you bought the Case 140 yet? Great question. Absolute great question. Have you bought the dozer yet? Another great question. We're working on stuff. I guess the technical answer is no. I have not bought nothing yet. But that don't mean there's not conversations being had. So Max, Joshua, how are you guys this evening? I really do like that Case 140 excavator I'm running. I know I said it 100 times, but it is one of my favorite machines I've ever ran. That thing's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. Haynes, when are you going to sell Lieutenant Dan? I didn't know what. I'm sorry, don't follow. So when are you going to take work away from Farmer Chris? I don't think I'll take any work away from Farmer Chris. I need Farmer Chris to stay busy. There's Farmer Chris right there. Chris, what work am I taking away from you? We're still in Louisville. Hope we can get home later. Yeah, you may need a boat, Farmer Chris. It is absolutely coming down here, buddy. That's why we're live. So, hey, speaking of Farmer Chris, Farmer Chris is my new co-host on my podcast channel, A Few Points from Perfect. I do not have a link for that, A Few Points from Perfect. But we got some JS Triple Dub. Thank you. Amazing work. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're too kind, bud. You're too kind. I appreciate that. But yeah, go check out the other channel, A Few Points from Perfect. We got like 60 or 70 podcasts on there now. Chris is my new co-host on there and does an absolutely awesome job. We talk about a little bit of everything from farming, tiling, economy, current events. Got Catherine. Catherine has arrived with the link to the podcast channel. So if you guys are interested in that, jump over there and check that out. Farmer Chris has kind of transitioned into my co-host, doing an awesome job. And we're hoping, with a little bit of luck, we're going to end the season with the, we actually had the commissioner of the National Equipment League on there, Bill. Pretty cool podcast, so go check that out. Bill's a cool dude. And we're hoping to end the season here in a couple of weeks with an interview with Farmer Grace. And if you guys haven't seen Farmer Grace on YouTube, go check her out. It's pretty awesome as well. So, how's the trench digger coming along? Justin, I'm assuming you're talking about the tile machine, and good. Lots of stuff going. Lots of stuff to come on the tile plow yet. Sean, thank you. Max, appreciate that. Lots of stuff to come on the tile plow yet. We have committed to going to GPS. We're still working on the details of how. Hopefully some stuff falls in place here in the next couple of days because I'm kind of running down into crunch time. I'm going to have to make some decisions one way or the other. But it looks like we're going to have GPS one way or another, just trying to line everything out. Joey Slater, the guy you guys seen come down. Oh, I didn't tell you. So Joey come down, and Bobby, yes, we got over almost 1,200 people in here, and we only got 319 thumbs up. So if you guys can hit the thumbs up button, it definitely helps us out. But Joey is going to help us with the GPS. But check this out. At the meet and greet at Louisville at the Farm Machinery Show, the guy that used to run that machine, like when it was built 30 years ago, showed up, and I got to talk to him. It was really, really cool. It was really, really cool hanging out with him, talking to him, kind of how the plow was built, how it used to operate, what's changed, what's different. And he's just tickled to death to see this thing get some love and not go to the scrap yard. So the power of YouTube is absolutely amazing, and it was cool to see that. So I seen somebody else. Jason asked, Jason Slater, can the GPS be used on other equipment? So the answer is yes. There is some limitations of that. So the thing that's pushing me over the hump to go to GPS is the tiling we're doing. But now that we have it, I need to use it in other ways. So the GPS will be able to go on either plow, the one we built or the one we bought. And then hopefully we can start incorporating it into some of the dozers and stuff just to have some stuff going on. So yeah, does Pepsi sponsor me? No. DP is in Derby, Indiana. That is correct. Derby, Indiana is not that big. It's a little bitty old town. Ted, Ted, I do not need no bright yellow paint, bud. Somebody sent, man behind the scenes, a bright yellow paint. And he won't tell me who it is, but it's one of you guys, I'm sure. And if I figure out who it is, we're going to have a little chat. That is for sure. Yeah, guys, hit the like button, man. We only got almost 1,300 people in here. That's absolutely awesome. So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen yet, I'll post a link to it real quick. Jump over to the Hyundai channel. The last season of the National Equipment League is posted. And yeah, man, I just squeaked out. Oh, Let's Dig 18. It was an awesome competition. Bobby D, man, absolutely love this channel. Thank you. That's a huge compliment. Appreciate that a whole lot. So, is Hyundai donating the whole truck since you won? I like the way you think, but I don't think so. That is a nice haul truck. We love the haul truck. But that also comes with a price, a pricey little price tag. So I get it. I understand. Scott Hartman, thank you. You guys are generous tonight. You guys are generous. So Kevin Carver asked, which tile plow will be faster in your opinion? That's a great question. And honestly, it depends on the job and what we're doing. So for some of the smaller jobs, let's just say we're doing some of these things for Farmer Chris. We plow up a slough, pop in a couple risers, 8,000 feet. I think the one we built will be faster. But we're getting into some bigger jobs where we're pattern tiling, which we're basically, like going every 30 or 40 feet or whatever. So if we get into that situation, I think the new plow will be faster. It better be faster, because that's what we bought it for. But the best part is we have the option of one or the other. So the job is really going to depend on which plow goes to the job and what the efficiency rate is. Jason, you are also correct. That is a huge advantage of the new plow, as it will go almost 2 feet deeper. So a lot of times you guys see us kind of carving through a hill. We shouldn't have to do that as much now. Michael D, you're going to end up with case. Man, I'm not against it. I gotta figure out how to make it work. So, Bateman, is it Eichel? Bateman, did I get that right? Do you not like Caterpillar? It's not that I don't like Caterpillar. I got some cat equipment. I've owned a bunch of cat equipment over the years. My local dealer don't like me for some reason. My local dealer, the local dealer The price you buy, so this is my opinion, and I know guys get stuck cat, whatever, John Deere, case, whatever. I'm not brand loyal, period. But all these other brands, like Hyundai, for example, their quality and their reliability has went up. I feel like Cat and John Deere have come down a little bit. I'm not going to say they're equal, but they're not near as far apart as what they used to be. And I run what I like. I don't care what brand it is. HR repayment fund. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that. I don't care what brand it is. I like what I run what I like and what I can afford to like. I've sold a lot of equipment because I can't afford to run it. The Kubota skid steer would be an example. That was the biggest reason. I liked the way it operated, but I couldn't afford to keep it running. But that Hyundai excavator I bought, does it have the bells and whistles of a Cat? No, but it's really good on fuel. I've had it for 3 years, put 1,000 hours on it, ain't spent a dime on it. That's worth a lot. So I don't have nothing against Cat. I don't really have nothing against any brand. I know we joke about Kubota, and everybody makes good stuff and everybody makes bad stuff. So that's and I'll tell you what, man, some of this new Case stuff, and the new Hyundai stuff too, is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet for sure. Why did you get rid of the Volvo excavator? So, man, that's a great question. So, the Volvo, this is a great example. The Volvo 220s, man, they operate phenomenal. They are probably some of the best operating machines in that class. The 140, and it may have been me. It just didn't fit my operating style. And I was having some minor issues with it, and the opportunity came along with Hyundai to upgrade to the 220, and I jumped on it. And I haven't regretted the decision. Will I own another Volvo excavator one day? Yeah, there's a good chance I might. But at the time, it made the most sense to do that, and it's been a good decision. But man, the Volvo 220s that are pilot controlled, like Chris's older machine, holy cow, they're pretty phenomenal machines. Roger, are you going to replace the D4 dozer? Yes and no. So I plan on buying another dozer in that weight class, but I'm going to keep the D4 the same way as we kept the old 850. But they'll pick it on Volvo. Else they gonna get mad. Does the pond stay dry? I hope not. It's almost full. So yeah, if I buy any more machines, I have to buy Miss. So Miss DP is now doing the books for the business, so she also thinks she's my financial advisor. The book part's going pretty good. The financial advisor part, she's got a little bit to learn. We got to work on her here a little bit, so we'll figure it out. Yeah, dealers always, and now, so yeah, this Tom Thumb says dealers' favorite people are the people that are brand loyal. That is true. But honestly, I think a dealer can make a person brand loyal no matter what the brand is. I don't know what happened to customer service and being a good dealer, but man, my local Hyundai Case dealer is good to me. That's about it. It is what it is. I don't know. John Deere could care less. Cat could care less. Volvo, Rudd could care less. I shouldn't say Volvo. I should say Boyd. And I don't even know what the John Deere dealer is anymore. They've been bought out. McCoy, Rudd. It has nothing to do with the manufacturer. It has to do with the local dealer. I should say. So, Robert, will we be making a tropical vacation soon? Yes, we are actually getting ready to go on a cruise, and I heard today 29 days we're going to be out here. And you guys will probably get another video that has Aaron saying vacation, vacation, vacation. You know how that guys goes. So, is the Case 140 electrical or hydraulics or pilot? I don't know about the new ones. The one I had was pilot. What's the story on the thumbnail? That's an old picture I just had on my phone. I threw it up there real quick. That was like 3 days after I had the 210. I fell into a stump hole. So I just thought, well, what the heck, we'll throw that up there as a thumbnail. It's either that for a thumbnail or a picture of this guy. So what would you rather see? What do you think is going to get more clicks, my face or that picture? That's basically what it comes down to. Mike, what was the name of the plasma torch company? That was Hypotherm. There was a, how do I explain this? A lot of you guys were suggesting I go to Fast Cut CNC, which is what Clint's got. So that is the table manufacturer. Clint still has this exact same power unit that I was having issues with, Hypotherm. There is actually nothing wrong with my table. There's two things that were wrong. One, the operator / electrician, and two, the Hypotherm and the part situation. The table is a super nice table, and everything's in operating order. We just got to get all our stuff together and make it all work. So, M. Banks, are you and Ma'am behind the scenes related? No, we're not related. No. We actually got a whole podcast with Aaron on the other channel, A Few Points from Perfect. If you guys haven't checked out the podcast channel, jump over and check out the podcast channel. And we got a whole podcast with Aaron about his history, our relationship, and kind of how we met, how we started working together, and everything. So yeah, jump over there. If Catherine's still on here, she'll pop a link in here to the podcast channel. But there she is, Catherine, right on cue. I need to put you on payroll. You're the best. But yeah, check out the podcast with Aaron if you guys are interested in all the history there. So could I ever do without Aaron? I mean, I've been in business long enough to know people come and go. Yeah, I can, but that don't mean I want to. I hope he sticks around. I enjoy having him around. You guys seem to enjoy having him around. So hopefully that scenario never comes up and we don't have to find out. That would be the best way to do that. Haynes Welding, can you use the GPS for grade control on the dozer? Yes, possibly. We covered that a little bit earlier. We're going to focus on the tile plow first, and we may transition into some other stuff. So, where's Jerry been lately? Living the retired life, guys. He's been doing good. I appreciate that. RT Antiques, appreciate the podcast. Thank you, man. That's a huge compliment to a guy doing that. So, the podcasts aren't obviously near as popular as the long format videos, but you guys that are really into the channel really seem to like the podcast stuff. The podcast we have coming tomorrow is actually with Jeff from Billy Good, which is a good friend of Chris Let's Dig 18. And Chris Let's Dig 18 is actually my co-host on that one. So, been over there. So, Jerry did not. So, yeah, real quick, guys, we got like 1,600 people in here. I just want to give a huge shout out to the National Equipment League. I'll post a link there. If you guys haven't been over there and seen those videos, go check them out. I'm going to do the spoiler alert. Yours truly did walk away the winner, the champ, barely squeaking out a win against Let's Dig 18, Brian Furness and Andrew. Catherine, we'll take care of you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, Catherine, for sure. Will you ever do a podcast with Mr. Dirt Perfect again? Yes, there is a podcast on there with Mr. Dirt Perfect, and it's a hot mess. It's about as good as entertainment as his last video, if you guys want to go see that. So, Kevin Carter, yeah, we got like 1,600 people in here, and only 800 thumbs up. So if you guys want to jump over and hit the thumbs up button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Roger, Hyundai Dozer, you tried out. There's a Doosan dealer near me. Yep. So the Doosan 100s and the Doosan 130s are the exact same as the Hyundai 100s and 130s. Do you grease your tracks every day? Dan or Don? I've never greased the tracks on any piece of equipment I've ever owned in my life. There's two new. What? National Equipment League's on here. Who are you calling out next time? That's a great question. I'm assuming that's Bill, the commissioner on here, which Bill's a hot mess. We love Bill. Bill's the man. But yeah, so if you guys know a good operator in your area or know somebody else on social media that you'd like to see on there, comment down below or have them go to the National Equipment League website and get on there. Bill, I asked him earlier which competition was their favorite, and what they'd like to see in the future. So we may have to go back through the chat there. We had a couple pretty good answers. Loxy, New York, what is that? Letting Mike win. I don't know if that exactly happened. I feel like I earned that win. I was patient and aggressive is what I'm going with. Patient and aggressive. Jay Paydirt, yeah, he'd be a good one. Todd, thank you. Follow your channel, good stuff. Captain Kleeman, a lot of Captain Kleemans. I've heard a lot of Captain Kleemans. I don't think I can even call him. I just stopped by his house and asked. Dirt Monkey, Steve, I don't know if that one's gonna happen, bud. We need try start digging, Sam. Yeah. Oh, we got the comments going. Yeah. Compact tractor pull spool. Yeah, we need to do some. Sam, try start digging. Yep. I would like. So hopefully, if your guys' support, and I'll post the link again. If you guys can go over there, we need your guys' support. Bill's got big plans for this thing, and hopefully, if we get this thing going, Bill and his team. Who knows a guy at Pepsi? Bill's on it. So Bill and his team got big plans for this, and we're like this close to getting it over a hump. And eventually this is going to turn into where it's not going to be us social media guys. It's going to be you guys competing, and which is going to be absolutely awesome. So I don't want to get the cart ahead of the horse here and promise stuff that don't happen, but you guys get over there. I'll post the link again. Check out the episodes. Comment down below. Thank Hyundai. Thank Triple Crown Products and Blue Dominic Attachments and everybody, Bill and his team, everybody that makes this thing happen. Because without these guys, it don't happen. And I'm super excited about this whole situation. So hopefully we can get her. Hopefully we can get her going, and hopefully we can get her going. And this could be a really cool thing for all you guys. To be involved with as well, because how cool would it be if we get this thing built up and we do it like at a trade show or something, where you guys can kind of come be an audience even if you're not participating and be part of it. So, yeah, I'm excited about it, man. It showcases the industry, it showcases the skill we got, it showcases a lot of things. But behind the scenes, as Bill will tell you, it's a lot of hard work, man. There's a lot that goes. Into it. You guys got some awesome things in Elite Earthworks, Copperhead Mine, Lone Star. Yeah, is Crash still around? That's a whole other story. Yeah, Crash is still around. He hasn't been. What about Clint? Yeah, Clint's definitely an option. I'm not sure if he would do it or not, but he's definitely an option. You take on Jesse Mueller, upstate New York, Yankee. That's one of Andrew's friends. I got Jesse's phone number. We could possibly get him down there. It'll be awesome to do a podcast with Jay Paydirt. Yep, he's on the list. I do agree with that, Jay. I've met Jeff a few times, and he's a good dude. So, do you have work, Mike P? Do you have work lined up for the tile plow? Yes. That's the whole reason why we bought the tile plow, is because we got a lot of work lined up, and we got a short little window to do it, especially with this weather we got right now. So Brian Arns wants to know where to sign up, Bill. I think they can visit the National Equipment League website. Is that correct? Bill's still on here. Dirt Boss Mike would be a good one. Yes. We need to get some people nominated that aren't YouTubers, like just some damn good operators you guys know. What's the favorite machine you have? Jonathan. It's the old 120, buddy. It's the tried and true machine. So waiting to the end. I thought tile plow season was in the fall. No, for us, we usually start about the 1st of March. So we got from about the 1st of March to the 1st of June. Is kind of we have done some in the fall, but the 1st of March, 1st of June is kind of our time we settle on. Jason Works a lot, still doing good. They got a lot going on up there at their place. But yeah, he's still doing good. Michael, you are a member. You are a member. So thank you. And if you guys don't know, this is something I haven't advertised at all. I get a lot of footage and some videos that I just delete, throw away, discard, or it just sits in the background of YouTube and never gets posted. And Jenna the other day, she's like, why don't you just put this up on a members only page to where it's still there and if people want to go see it, they can. I cannot post it on the main channel because of conflicts or language or something. There's a reason why I cannot post it in, or maybe I just don't like the video and didn't think it was good enough. So instead of deleting all that, we're going to post it over to where you can go see it on the members only. If you're not a member, you're not going to miss anything, but all the stuff that don't make the cut for the main channel is over there. So Michael Perkinson, thank you. Appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoy that. There'll be a lot more stuff coming over there sooner rather than later. But yes, and then his name, if you guys, I don't know how it shows up on your guys' chat, but it's highlighted on my end so I can see he's there. So that's just a new little thing we're doing. I got a collection of stuff over the years of videos that didn't get approved, or videos that had conflicts, or videos that just had camera problems, or Joe, what about Patreon? We're still doing, there will be some crossover stuff between Patreon and the members. So if you're on Patreon, I don't know if it's going to be beneficial for you to do the membership. There may be a few things different, but it's going to be very similar to what's on Patreon. You are correct. So if you're already over on Patreon, you're golden. And if you're not a member and you're not on Patreon, you're not going to miss out on anything. I promise you, you're not going to miss out on anything. But yeah, I'm glad Michael popped up there and let me know. I forgot all about that. Wade versus DP. Man, I would love to get Wade down there to compete. He'd be so much fun. Joe, if you're on Patreon, I thank you. You're good to go. How is Nathan? Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, it was awesome meeting you guys yesterday too, man. We had so many cool people stop by the meet and greets, Florida and up at Louisville. It was absolutely awesome. It was awesome. So thank you. Yeah, we had so much fun. We had so much fun with you guys up at Louisville. Had so much fun with you guys in Florida. It was just an overall great time. So couldn't. Yeah, Wade, man. Locks, New York. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Yes. So Bill, I covered that a little bit earlier about everybody that competed, and Brenna Moore. She was awesome, man. She really did a good job. So I'm gonna give a compliment to Brenna in this aspect. Kind of behind the scenes a little bit before we competed, Bill gave us time to kind of practice and go through everything. And I was super impressed with her. She is probably one of the most coachable operators. One of the most, Brian, welcome to the VP, the members. And guys, we will probably at some point do a members only live feed, and there'll be a lot less of you in there. So we'll be able to get into some great details about some stuff. But Brenna Moore, man, she was one of the more coachable operators I've ever worked around in my life. Like, you could watch her do something, give her a few pointers, and she'd pick up on it immediately. It was really impressive. So hats off to her, and she did a great job competing for sure. So, but Louisville was awesome. Great time meeting you. Yeah, Sam, appreciate that. Aaron, Gunner, Farmer Chris. The one in Florida was awesome with Chris and Chris Let's Dig and Clint. But we had a good time in Louisville as well, as I kind of had my crew there. Aaron was there, and Farmer Chris was there, and Gunner was with me, and we had a good time. The Twister, did I get that right? The members only on YouTube and Patreon are going to be very similar. I just had all this footage that I can't post on the main channel, and I just hated for it all to go to waste. So I just wanted to post it somewhere. And I can't post it publicly. I got to put it behind, I hate to say it, but a paywall. Yeah, that's is what it is. So, but are you thinking about a backup channel, Mike? No, man, I'm pretty committed to pretty committed to what I'm doing. So, James Lewis, thank you. Yeah, David, I'd love to have her in Derby. The only problem is we're like, I don't know, like, well, she's damn near on the other side of the country. So, man, everybody's just so busy. Did Dirt Boss pop in here? Did I miss Dirt Boss? If I missed Dirt Boss, Mike, how are you? Machine Mirror Man, how do you become a member? Machine Mirror Man, that's a great question. I'm not 100% for sure. I'm pretty sure on the home screen, next to the subscribe button, there's an option to become a member if you want to jump on there. So, what is your least favorite machine? Hands down, skid steer. I don't care what brand it is. I just hate running skid steer. Brian, thank you again. Appreciate it. Aaron painted the heart. Yes, Aaron did paint the heart. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. Man, you guys know on the History Channel, you give me a hard time about it all the time. But what is the coincidence that we filmed that 2 months earlier that it actually posted on Valentine's Day? I would like to take credit for the timing of that working out, but it just did. It just worked out. So, is what it is. So, yeah. What do you do with the rake? What's Chris going to do with the rake? Joy, I honestly don't know for sure. I'm assuming you're talking about the one he bought down at the auction. I'm assuming he's going to use it on his clearing jobs, but I didn't get into a long, lengthy detail about that. Tell Aaron, thank you for the pointers about getting into the trades. Nathan, yeah, hopefully, Nathan, you're the guy from Connecticut, right? Do I get that right? Hopefully you guys had a safe trip back if you haven't made it yet. And yeah, hopefully you and Aaron had a pretty good talk. Paul, welcome, buddy. How are you, sir? There's not a whole lot. I don't want you guys to get disappointed. There's not a whole lot on the members only part. That's why I haven't mentioned it on YouTube, but there's stuff coming. It is stuff coming. So, no, it'll go on the 220. It is not big enough for the 350. It'll go on the 220, Joy. I can't tell you that. Leslie George, did I hear something about a new dump bed? Kinda. It's a new to me dump bed. It's not a new dump bed. But that is the project in the JR. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. That means it's not me. So that's not an option. I'm not changing. People have asked me to change my whole life. I ain't doing it, bud. I ain't doing it. It's not a new dump bed. It's a new to me dump bed, but it's in pretty good shape. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Raymond, I did not steal the dump bed off Lieutenant Dan. It crossed my mind, but I didn't do it. It crossed my mind, but I didn't do it. Why do you hate CTLs? Man, I just do. I don't know. You're always bucking around, and you're in a little big old tight box, and you feel like you're doing something, but you're not. And I don't know. It's just not my machine. Maybe it's personal. I don't know. Just not my thing. Chris H, I completely understand, bud. No hard feelings. Don't let me get you into trouble. It's not worth it. I promise you. Still have 6 hours. Well, you're about halfway home, man. Nathan, you're in pretty good shape. Do you plan to asphalt or pave or concrete your Fellowes Road? No. My plan right now is just to keep it where it's travelable or where it's functional. But it's which we've got it better now than what it's ever been. So that's pretty much the goal. What's the next show you're going to be at? Man, I don't know. Probably will be at the Pike Steam Show in August. Then we'll be at the Pike Steam Show in August. And then this fall, we got the Utility Expo in Louisville. And then it'll probably be Con Expo in Vegas, because Con Expo is like right at a year away, which is absolutely insane. And if you guys haven't been to the Utility Expo or Con Expo, you need to get your butt in gear, because those are some awesome shows for sure. Uh, James, appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. So, Barbecue Bob, uh, thank you, appreciate that. Everybody meets Aaron and I in person. They're like, "Oh, you guys act like this all the time." Yeah, we're not good enough to be actors, guys. That's how we act all the time, like it or not. Uh, Jeff Bailey, poor Lieutenant Dan, getting no love. He'll get love one of these days. I know you guys. It amazes me. It amazes me and it humbles me. Now, Lieutenant Dan hasn't been in a video on my channel in almost 2 years. And how many guys ask about it regularly, which tells me that a lot of you people have been watching me for a long time, which is awesome. And awesome. It's one of the greatest compliments you can give to a YouTuber is I watch all your videos, which you guys ask about Lieutenant Dan. I know you watch all the videos, so thank you. Just acquired my first medium-sized Cat 320. Was very close to buying a Hyundai. I really liked your 210. Yeah, I like the 210 too. Yeah, good deal. First machine's always a big purchase, man. That's a milestone. If you had to start over, which machine would you get first? It depends on what you're doing, but if I had a way to move it, if I had a way to transport it, I'd probably get a 12-ton excavator, like a 120, 140. If I didn't have a way to move it, it'd probably be either a 100-horse CTL or a 12-ton excavator, or a 6-ton excavator. Wait to the end. Yeah, man, we'll get around to Lieutenant Dan, guys. One of these days, I promise. There's just been so much other stuff going on. Life, kids, travel. It's just been absolutely crazy. What's been your best comment generator? That's a good question. I would say it'd have to be the spoon. That one seems to live on. But the comment generator for the tile plow has not been revealed yet. It might be the new top getter whenever it is revealed. So you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for that. So, yeah. Brian Bloomer, please do not start advertising for a factory. You do not have to worry about that on this channel. I think in the, I don't know, 200 million views this channel's got, almost 250,000 subscribers this channel's got, and all of you awesome guys. I only did an ad read for one company, and that's AEM, which does the Utility Expo and the Con Expo. And I will be doing some more ad reads for them for Utility Expo and Con Expo, just because it's promoting the trades. That is the extent of the ad reads I do. I will not be doing Focus Factor. I will not be doing Simply Safe. I will not be doing Brunt Boots. To be quite honest with you, those guys just can't pay me enough to sell my soul like that. So nothing against the guys that do them. It's not for me. And I think, comment down below and let me know. I think you guys appreciate not seeing that on this channel. Obviously, the channel's got some awesome sponsors like Hyundai, but they just appear as equipment and we use it doing a job. Whether we're using our equipment or their equipment, we just go on with it. And then you guys get to decide whether you like it or not. So, yeah, you will not be seeing any anything like that. So, Dirt Boss, you are in here. What's up, bud? So yeah, we do like the comment generators. Every once in a while, I'm kind of disappointed because we'll throw a comment generator in there, sneak through, and you guys won't catch it. But 95% of the comment generators we put in the videos, you guys catch on. Jeff, need to get Kubota to sponsor you? I don't know if that's possible. Anything's possible. Yeah, everybody's like, no ad reads, no ad reads. I love the no promo. I mean, I just don't see I see the value in it for me because they pay me, but I'm like you guys, whenever I watch it, I don't want to see it. So, yeah, what's the point? So, I think you guys do appreciate seeing equipment showcased in the way we do it as far as just using it. But as far as advertising for Focus Factor, Simply Safe, Brunt boots, I mean, I've partnered with Ariat for years, and I just wear their boots. And I put a link in the description, and you guys seem to find the link and go over there. So, do you still hate Clint from CNC? I've never hated Clint from CNC. Me and Clint have always gotten along phenomenal. And John, we got a whole podcast on my other channel, A Few Points from Perfect, with Clint from CNC about all the stuff that went down over there. Jump over and check that out, A Few Points from Perfect. And man, Clint is one of the good guys, and he is one of a handful. I can think of another guy. His name's Aaron up in Michigan, and maybe one other guy that are like the legit used equipment dealers. But Clint's phenomenal. Cap Stanley 51, what's up? How are you? Yes, Kevin. Lieutenant Dan will be awesome when it's done. I don't. What's your thoughts on the HX85? We actually demoed one for a while. Pretty impressive little machine. It had a few little quirks because it was new, but I heard they got all those worked out. Cotton Top's got one. He bought one. I think he's going on. So, Jeep. Any updates on the Jeep? So, I think I posted all the updates we had on the Jeep. We got the transmission in. We got the rear end done. Gunner and I drove it around the second half of the summer, and no major issues. Everything seemed to work great. It is what it is. Gunner thinks he's going to drive it to. Gunner thinks he's going to drive it to school. He's got something else coming if he thinks that's going to happen, but we'll see what happened. What happened to the laser level on the 850J tile? Me and Flame and Dirt started rebuilding this as a rebuild project, and then this whole GPS thing came into play, and that's kind of got put on the back burner. So, would you run a Kubota when it's? I'll run a Kubota. I will run one. I don't mind running them. I just don't know if I'll ever own one again. Cutting table. We got the cutting table lined out, man. A lot of other videos coming on that. So you guys will have to stay tuned. There's a lot of some really cool videos coming on. We've made some really cool stuff with that table. I think you guys will be impressed, but I don't want to get your hopes up. So, Dirtballs, where's SOT Metalworks been? Actually, I got that question a lot at the meet and greet this weekend. Where's SOT Metalworks been? They have been busy with life. They both got promotions at their jobs. They got some new grandbabies. They got a lot of stuff going on, but they've been doing good. Channels, why do some channels have commercials and other channels have zero commercials? Kevin, so most of that is up to YouTube now. We have some control, but very little control. But even if I take all the commercials out, YouTube still can put some in for themselves. So it probably has to do with the quality of the content. So the better quality content's always going to have more commercials on it versus the less quality content. There's a lot of factors that go into that, and that's a very generic explanation. But that's a little hit and miss. YouTube's a very complicated machine. Do the electric dirt bikes still run? They do, both of them. Macy has Rectors again, though, believe it or not. That is weird. Are you ever coming back to Ontario again? I got asked this question a bunch. There was 3 or 4 people at the Louisville meet and greet that were from Ontario. And yeah, absolutely, I'd go back to Canada again. I just don't know when. I was just telling them, I like to never got across the border. I like to never got back, but we made it. So, how many hearts have you had to make? So far, it's just the one. It's just the one. Joe, so yeah, if you that's what I do on YouTube is I just buy YouTube Premium and never watch a single ad. I know that don't work for everybody, but that's Trapper Tim's Adventures. Why is the spoon hanging on the exhaust? This is the reason, to generate comments. It's a comment generator. What'd you get from the trip? Nothing from Florida, but I think I got hopefully 2 things from Louisville. 1 for sure. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, YouTube Premium. If you watch a bunch of YouTube, it's hard not to justify the cost of YouTube Premium. It's a pretty cool deal. Pretty cool deal for sure. So, Mike Anthony wants a hint on Gumby's location. Sam, you did finally find Gumby, didn't you? He's in the shop, and he's where the old workbench used to be. You ever kind of come to Texas, East Texas? There's a chance. There's some few trade shows down that way. Got some buddies down that way. I don't know if I'll ever do a meet and greet down that way, but yeah, if I ever get down there, I'll definitely let you know. Yes, Gumby has not moved. Gumby has not moved since I've done YouTube. He has been hanging in the exact same place from the very beginning. And if you guys ever find him in a video, you can go all the way back to the beginning of time, and he is in the same spot. Even through the entire shop rearrange we did here a while back, he's in the same spot. Matt, Dirt Track Racing, yes, we are still doing our sponsorship with Jeff this year. Hoping to hit a lot more World Outlaw shows, but we'll be at the track quite a bit. And I'll try to do a better job of announcing what track and when. So if you guys are in the area and want to come by and see us, you can. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So guys, I hate to yep, Hyundai took their dirt truck back. I hate to kind of wrap this thing up. A couple things in closing. First off, thanks to everybody coming out to the meet and greets this weekend. Thank you to Rhino Ag out of Louisville for having us in the booth. Thanks to Jeff Martin for having us in Florida. And everybody that took the time, money and effort to come travel to see us was awesome. Hopefully you guys weren't disappointed in meeting us in person and enjoyed your time there. If you guys haven't yet, jump over to, I'm going to post a link to it right now. Oh, hold on. Nope, I don't have the link no more. My link is gone. You're going to have to go over to the National Equipment League. Check out those videos. They are absolutely phenomenal. You can see my big win over there and see how it all went down. There's some, man, it was just so cool filming all that. Sorry, I'm trying to get my link back here. So cool filming all that. Bill and his team did such an awesome job with that whole thing. I mean, it's not very often you're going to get me, Andrew, and Chris, and Brian, and Brandon, and a few others all in one video. I mean, it just don't happen that often. But Hyundai was able to pull it off. Really cool situation. Let me see if I can get back. Hold on, I'm trying to multitask, and as you guys can tell, I am not that good at it. I can't even find my own channel on YouTube. That's never good. But yeah, thanks to Hyundai, Triple Crown Products, all those guys. And yeah, there we go. I got you a link in the thing there. If you guys haven't, jump over there and check that out. And we do have the members only option now. If you guys missed that earlier, I got a bunch of content that for some reason I can't post on the main channel, whether it's conflict of interest or it's inappropriate. Or for some reason I can't post it. We got members only now, so we're posting it there. If you guys, that same content, basically that same stuff is going to be over on the Patreon channel if you guys want to check us out over on Patreon. And don't forget about the podcast channel, Few Points and Perfect. Who do you like for the 500, Dirt Boss? Man, I root for Chevrolet in the 500 and not necessarily a person. I root for a manufacturer. That's a great question. Yeah, jump over to Patreon or become a member here on YouTube if you want to see some of that exclusive stuff. If you don't want to do either one of those, don't worry about it. You ain't going to miss nothing. All the main content stays the same. If you guys haven't yet, check out the podcast channel, Few Points from Perfect. That's where we post a lot of long format interviews and just some random thoughts. Dirt Boss, that's in the chat, has a podcast on the Few Points from Perfect channel. So jump over and check out his as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. Appreciate you hanging out. We need all the support we can get over on the Hyundai channel with the National Equipment League. So anything you guys can do to go over there and say thanks or give them a view is greatly appreciated, because we got big plans for this thing. We need your guys' help to make it happen. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for an hour. I know I'm not that exciting, but I am what I am. I'm still around. Jenna hasn't got away with it. Jenna hasn't made me disappear yet, so I still get to sleep inside. I'm not outside with the dog, so that's definitely a plus. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Jump over, check out everything on the Hyundai's channel. Tell Hyundai thank you for making this possible. And members only, Patreon, podcast. You guys got it. Later.